Welcome back to another Thursday, a very cold winter night Thursday on the Pagan Perspective. And this week we have been talking about cursing and accidental cursing. So the topic is pretty involved, so I won't read through it this time, but basically the two questions involved with it are do we think that you can accidentally curse, and can curses rebound back on someone who wasn't the caster or the intended recipient? So every few years we talk about cursing, and I think it's helpful to go back and talk about what we each think cursing really is, and also what magic is, because I think that curses are a type of magic. So what I believe is that we are all much more deeply connected than we really understand. And a way that I think about it, sort of a metaphor that I use, and I don't know if this is literal, but I think that my guess is that it is close to it, but we really don't have a very good understanding of the mechanisms by which we are able to influence each other. We know that it happens. You only have to sit in a room with somebody who's in a nasty mood to very, very quickly watch your own mood changing. But anyways, I often think about the way that we are connected to be very similar to the way that cells in our bodies are connected. So we have identities about ourselves as human beings, as people. I think of myself as an individual, but I am also made up of billions to trillions of smaller individuals. Whether those individuals have an awareness of themselves, I don't know. I suspect they do, but let's imagine they do. Whether they have an awareness that they are part of a larger whole is another question. But I think of us as being like those cells, that we are part of a larger whole. And those individual cells, their behaviors, their actions influence the other cells around them. And it's pretty cold. I gotta go in very soon. The baby is asleep though, so if I speak in that house, she will wake up immediately, which is why I'm outside. But anyways, I think when we do magic, what we're doing, or what its intention, magic work, whatever you call it, we influence ourselves, we change ourselves, which changes our relationship with the rest of everybody else, with the rest of the world. And that is what changes things for them, because the relationship has changed. So when we curse somebody, it does as much, if not more, harm to ourselves than to the person receiving it. Can it be accidental? I think that we can be, for lack of a better word, putting that energy out there, whether we are conscious of it on a surface level or not. I think that happens. About it being rebounding to other people, well, we've changed ourselves, and so the way that we're relating to the world changes the way that they are the world, so that'll change how they relate back to us. So I think it's certainly possible. But it's not something I would be scared of, personally. It's something that I would look at and go, okay, this is, I have influence, but I have a limited amount of influence. And so I'm going to use, to the best of my ability, my intention, and I'm going to work with that, and know that past that, that I can't change that, but I can change me, and I can do my very best to not send that destruction and negativity out there. And if I have, then be honest about that and try and balance that out. So anyways, that's my take this week, and I believe it's subs next week. Also, thinking about the night, early morning on the 31st, if you can get yourself up, there is a lunar eclipse. It'll probably be very beautiful to watch. So I will see you next month, and take care.